Warning, if you have not watched RLYoshi's Cutie Mark Laboratories episode, How Strong is Applejack? I suggest you pause the video and go watch it now. Here, I'll even give you a direct link to his video. Go on, click it, watch it, then come back and watch the rest of my video. Okay? Okay, good. Showing clip in 3, 2, 1.
Applejack might be a skilled apple farmer and well experienced in the field, pardon the pun, but she's too strong for her own good. Those trees shouldn't just shake and wiggle when they get hit, they should completely fall over. And the worst part? The apples still wouldn't fall off. With Applejack hitting so close to the bottom of the tree, by the time the force reaches the branches with the apples, they will have spread out and faded so much that she'll be lucky to jostle 1 or 2 apples from their perches, let alone an entire tree's worth.
I think I may have a theory that may explain how that apple tree's still standing. In one of RLYoshi's Cutie Mark Laboratories episodes, he examined Applejack's Applebucking method and concluded that it wouldn't work. The two main concerns here are that Applejack would have broken the tree and that the apples wouldn't have fallen off. So the trunk's not strong enough and the apple stems aren't thin enough. Well, if the problem is with the tree itself, then maybe the apple trees on Sweet Apple Acres aren't like the apple trees in real life. What I mean is, maybe these trees were the result of 1,000 years worth of selective breeding. Yes, trees can breed, they have DNA, and there are ways to control what traits get pronounced and which traits get taken out of the gene pool. One good real-life example would be corn. Here's what corn looks like today. Here's what corn used to look like back then. Here's what they looked like even further back then. Notice the difference? This was done through a process called plant breeding, which started out with farmers simply picking and choosing which plants had the desirable characteristics and propagating them over several generations. Modern-day Equestria may or may not be employing more complex methods, such as ones based on molecular biology, but let's just say for the sake of simplicity that this isn't the case with Sweet Apple Acres. My guess is, apples back then had to be picked, just like in real life. The problem here is that horses would have a harder time doing this than humans. Maybe one pony found an easier method, which was shaking the tree until all the apples fell out. This would lead to the desire of thinner apple stems to make this method easier to do. Perhaps one of Applejack's ancestors decided to play around with plant breeding one day, and Frankenstein the precursor of the modern-day equestrian apple tree. Over time, this technique would be applied to make the apple tree trunk sturdier and the apple stems thinner. The reason for this was to make apple shaking easier. It would then be later discovered that by making the tree trunk sturdier, it could be kicked so hard that the apples just fell. Thus, due to the propagation of these two traits, the Applebucking method was discovered and became widely used by the apple family and all of their descendants. I suppose it's also possible that Earth Pony magic is at play here. We've always been told that Earth ponies had a close connection with the Earth. Maybe that means they had a better innate understanding of botany and had much more control over the growth of their food plants than we thought. Maybe their Earth Pony magic contributed toward the near indestructible nature of their apple tree. So, what do you think? Could this explain away some of the problems that the Applebucking method poses? Is there another explanation for how Applebucking may actually work? Leave your comments below and let me know. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button while you're at it.